we might be doing more damage as we're running this thing.
I think it bends a valve, so that happens, $250 an hour. That's gonna be like 100,000.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the Goon Squad garage, and as you guys know, we are closing in on this G63 build. As you guys can tell, it is looking absolutely just insane, but there is one major issue with this thing. It's still in limp mode, and we just got like a mechanical issue. So that's what we're gonna focus on today. We really wanna crack down on this issue and just focus on doing a bunch of research, maybe try to take it to a dealership to see if they can clear the codes with their special Mercedes computer, because our computer is not cutting it right now. But the first thing that we wanna do is probably just quickly finish up doing the rest of the trim around the car and just kind of just piece it together. That way the dealership don't ask any questions if we do end up scheduling in something today. But for the most part, man, we're just super kind of stumped, honestly, on this build right here, because we made it this far and we can't rip it around, we can't test it. But you know what, guys, there's always a way around things. We're gonna figure this sucker out. If we can't schedule in the dealership today, what we'll do is probably crack open this engine bay and start testing stuff on our own. We'll probably start with like a what's it called, a compression tester, make sure the compression is good, and just really just look around the whole entire car, make sure nothing's unplugged, really just dig deep and try to figure this thing out right here. But anyways, guys, right now we're gonna go ahead, quickly knock out this trim, and then we'll just go from there.
Says Camtronic on your
yeah,
which that's the cam solenoid or the camshaft as well.
So
he said you're just gonna have to check and see, you know, does the car have mechanical issues or electrical issues. You're also gonna have to check, you know, with the fuses, see what's the status with the fuses. He thinks you might, you know, make sure the connection at the cam solenoids, you know, it's got power and that stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, those are the easy ones till you actually go deeper and see if the camshaft that's damaged or the cam solenoids are damaged, obviously, you know, so.
Can you see if you can maybe order those camshaft sensors, position sensors?
Yeah, I just don't want you to replace things that you might not need to. Also, Simon, is this a status 9 car?
What does that mean?
I mean, is it a salvage?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. You know, the warranty voided. But
yeah.
I was just gonna talk to them and see, hopefully, you know, they'll do, you know, a kind of good favor for me, kind of, you know, if I put a good word.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Take care.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Could be a bad valve.
Could be out of timing.
Could be, yeah, out of timing. That's what they're saying. So that's a big issue. Out of timing, which is if it jumps timing, I don't know. I think it bends a valve. So that happens, $250 an hour. That's gonna be like 100,000 hours. Might as well buy a new car. I don't know. It probably costs maybe like, who knows, like maybe up towards to $10,000 to fix.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
I think, what if we did it ourselves?
I don't know if it's even worth it. You know, Mercedes stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be crazy. Let's just build it to like 1,000,000 horsepower, dude.
I mean, valves is just time consuming. You know, you're not really getting into the pistons. You know, you're taking the heads off and stuff like that.
That's why I was saying, like, we don't want the dealership asking any questions, because if it's a salvage title car, a lot of times they don't even want to touch it. You know what I mean?
Just honestly depends on the dealer. If they can fix that with a good price, we're down to do it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. But anyways.
But right now we need to just focus on it. Let's finish up all the trim. I mean, we got most of this trim on. We're still waiting on this trim piece for this fender, and I think one more on that side, and that'll be it for the exterior. We got pretty much everything installed here. We got to throw in our mirror, some sensors over here, plug all that stuff in. This thing will be done.
first thing you want to do? Check all the fuse boxes?
Yeah, just check them all. I mean, just go through everything. Just double make sure. I mean, you never
this
know.
thing did flip over and the impact is pretty hard. So it could have maybe shook something loose like a fuse or maybe even a plug. I've never seen that before, but this could be the first time right here.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, we made sure though, I actually unplugged some of these camshaft sensor plugs, you know, and plugged them back in just to make sure everything was plugged in. But you never know. Even the, what did he say that goes bad on these cars sometimes? The coil packs?
Yeah, the coil packs are very
coils.
common on the new cars
But
right
they're
here.
super hard to get. So if we do have to have them, they're going to be kind of hard to get. But we're going to do whatever we can right now. Check the fuses, check some wiring, and hopefully find something messed up.
What's a Schreibenreicher? Alrighty guys, so we just checked all the fuse boxes. There's one in the back, one on the side right here on each side, and one in the front as well. Everything seems to be pretty dang good. Also got the computer scanner plugged in once again, and I think we're getting even more codes. We might be doing more damage as we're running this thing. Hopefully not though.
That's what I was thinking. What if the timing is off and it's causing more damage? But who knows, you know?
Exactly. So we're gonna send these codes once again to our Mercedes tech to see if he can maybe pinpoint us a little bit closer. But right now Pops is actually running to grab a compression tester because honestly I think it jumped time. To be honestly, when it flipped over, I feel like maybe oil got in the head or something and bent a valve, and I think that's going to cause a compression issue. Hopefully that compression tester will show us something.
Yeah, we'll try to mess with it, see what it pulls up. I mean, if it does read low compression, then definitely probably
an internal engine issue. So
not electrical.
Exactly. So that's kind of what we're trying to figure out. Is it something electrical or is it something mechanical? But if,
man, these Mercedes are difficult.
I know they're pretty difficult, but
they're
I think
so
we'll figure it out.
difficult that you're already looking to buy.
I already found one for $144,000. That is super cheap. Look at that, nice color, clean title. It just got a lot more miles. That's it.
How much miles?
42,000 miles.
This thing barely has 2,000.
Yeah, this thing is a lot newer, but I mean, I want to get in one and I want to go, dude.
Hey, we can just paint that the same color as this one and just say it runs good.
Dude, I'm telling you, we might just have to pull something like that. But honestly, I think worst case scenario, we'll have to put another maybe, what, 10 grand into this thing?
Yeah, get the valves probably replaced and timing and all that stuff, which is not too bad, but whatever has to get done.
What if we built this thing got more power? I'm on a serious note. Should we increase the horsepower since we're digging into that head? Or do you think
how far are we digging into it? You know what I mean?
To the bottom end.
Yeah. If we're just going at the top, then maybe
probably not. Just return it stock. But I guess we're just gonna wait for Pops to get back. We're gonna compression test this sucker, and then we'll just go off of that.
G63 AMG.
I would have to say, unfortunately, I would probably err on the side of that being the dealer on that one. Just being as new as it is.
Being valves on the engine?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't mess with nothing like that. We're transmission shop.
It's got a transmission.
It's got a transmission in it.
Yeah, I know. And that's why I was asking, because we do mess with some of them we don't.
60. Did you turn it off right away?
Yeah.
Dude, I think it runs a lot rougher now. So that's one.
It almost sounds the same though.
Does it?
It kind of does.
120 PSI. Is that good pressure, Pops?
No.
Not enough? Let me Google that right quick, and we're gonna probably test the rest of the pistons, probably work our way around.
I mean, I heard if one valve bends, all of them bend. So
Pretty
I mean,
much.
this should tell you on this one.
That's
cylinder,
true, yeah.
you know
One
what
of
I mean?
them should tell you what you gotta do.
sensor is bad.
Dude.
Whatever that sensor is.
I think we found the issue, guys. So after talking to multiple people, after your guys' help on Instagram, we finally found some basically details pointing us, some insights pointing us to this direction over here to one of the solenoids.
Yeah,
right?
So actually our PSI is really good on this engine. So the engine PSI is really good. If the cams are even bent slightly, it would not even run as good as it does now. I mean, it doesn't run perfect, but it runs better than what it would. And actually it pops up one of these, what do you call that sensor?
So this is exactly what it is right here. We have the whole diagram. Luckily, we got with somebody that can find this type of stuff,
so
these
it's
schematics.
an actuator, actually. So it's an actuator that actuates, I think, the cams.
Exactly.
And this one, when this thing got in a wreck, the motor shook so hard that it hit the shock tower. And here's the piece to that actual sensor right there. And it even bent this bolt. Luckily, it was able to unscrew. So we just need to change that one sensor out. And this will probably run good now.
Oh my goodness. Hopefully we can get that actuator here really soon. And honestly, I think everything is good. So we put a camera into that top cylinder head there. Everything looks really good in there. The pistons look good.
Yeah, everything looks normal. I mean, this just looks like a big deal. I mean, apparently these things, if you flip it, they can even get stuck on and off position. And since this thing got hit really hard, it's probably stuck. It is broken even.
It literally makes sense. But I wonder why another one turned on over here.
Maybe it's because, you know, one thing is bad. Because at first, when we first did the... Yeah. When we first did the scan, it said bank 1, and then over time it started saying bank 2. Maybe it's just pulling up a bunch of codes, you know, while we're messing with it. But I say if we replace this, we'll be good to go.
Oh yeah, look at that. Literally, I noticed that right away when I looked down in there. I was like, something looks broken on there. And in fact, that actual solenoid or actuator is broken.
Yeah, that whole sensor right there, whatever it is, we need to just pop that sucker out, check it out, and see if we can get a new one.
Dang, you got to really snake your hand into this. One thing about these cars right here is there's a bunch of just spaghetti all over the place. Gonna have to send the needle noses in there. It's like surgery right here, dude. Oh my goodness.
And this is what gets stuck right here, these little things. So these are probably stuck or something, you know what I mean? Look, it's split right there, so it doesn't even seat on there properly.
That's crazy.
We need a new one of these, and I think it'll run, dude. I think this is the only, if it still doesn't run right, it's another one of these. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
These get stuck right here when you roll them over. When you roll the car over, something happens. It's a Mercedes thing. It gets stuck.
Dude, I love it, man. This is gonna be probably like what, a $200 part compared to a $10,000 job. And you gotta wait forever if it were the valves. Hopefully it's still not.
Hopefully these are not on back order. Hopefully we can find these, because a lot of Mercedes parts are on back orders, but we're gonna try to get one as soon as possible.
I want one right now.
Let's go pop it off of one of the cars at the delership.
Dude, let's go buy one and just use that part and then return the car.
Yeah, return. You can do that. Go rent one.
What?
Don't tell nobody.
On Turo. Are you looking inside? Oh yeah, that's another thing you gotta look for. Looks good. Right?
Yeah, that's where they slide on.
All right, guys, so we're not able to get one of these actuators today, so what we're gonna do is wait till tomorrow, and a bunch of other stuff is actually gonna arrive, like fender liners and a bunch of little stuff to finish this thing up 100%, even as far as like all the AMG badges and all that good stuff. So we're super excited. But right now, we're gonna keep on moving. We're not just gonna stop right here. Basically, we're gonna probably just toss this sucker back in just temporarily. That way we can start this thing up and pull it outside where we can fully detail this sucker from the inside to the outside. And then tomorrow when this sucker comes in, hopefully we just pop it in and that thing is just fully unlocked. So let's just go ahead and keep on moving with some stuff and maybe get this thing fully detailed. Open the exhaust, maybe that'll change it.
It's gonna change it once it warms up.
Is it ticking from that side, Pops? Ticking? Sounds better, dude. Is that exhaust over? Is it doing it or no?
I don't think it's in limp mode.
Will it go past 4,000 RPM?
No, but it sounds way better.
Yeah.
Sound like choppy, like a tractor.
Let me go on that side. misfire or anything, dude.
I mean, I think we fixed it because we, you know, straightened it out and then popped it back in. We definitely ordered a new one. It will be super simple to replace. But I think I'm just gonna try to check the codes one more time, clear what needs to be cleared, and I think it's out of limp mode.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's going faster in reverse than she's ever been forwards. That's some German engineering right there.
Right now it's better, a lot better.
Oh yeah, sounds so crisp and clean, sounds healthy. Dang, look how clean that thing looks with the fall background. Dang, I love that color. I love how it sounds. It's gonna make me cry. Dude, you look like a total gangster in that thing, dude.
Maybe there ain't no smoke or anything, because I did see some smoke come out of the hood, but I think we just spilled coolant everywhere, dude.
It's just residual.
Dude, this thing is sick.
Dude, how's it ride? Even without alignment, I'm sure it feels stout, don't it?
I mean, it feels smooth. I mean, honestly, you can't feel the alignment, just steering wheel's a little off. It is a little squirrely, but nothing too serious. I mean, this thing just feels smooth.
Dude, let's pull it in and give her a clean.
Let's do it.
Dude, somebody's about to call the cops.
Dude, gunshots right there.
That right there is a 2,000 mile interior right there. Man, I'm so happy that we got it fixed, because now we don't have to go buy another G-Wagon, dude.
We don't, man. It was just one simple, you know, thing, and that's it, dude.
Dude, it's so crazy. Honestly, man, it was a pretty scary thing. It was a lot of research.
Lots.
For something so simple.
Yeah,
you know what I
something
mean?
just as simple as one little sensor that actually hit the wall of the frame, which is just crazy. But you know what? We managed to fix. We learned. I mean, that's just a Mercedes thing. I mean, what else do you expect? A million lights for one little sensor, dude.
Yep, and also so many sensors on this car. You know what I mean? There's so much in the engine bay. But you know what? That's why these suckers are stout.
Yep.
And why they're built tough. You know what I mean?
Yep. And I think this thing will last, I think, forever, as long as you change your oil on it.
Yes, sir. But look at this interior, dude. It is brand spanking new up in here. Everything cleaned up so nice. I mean, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see the back right quick.
That's a 2,000 mile interior right here. Brand spanking new, dude.
The back, I don't think anybody even let one go in there. You know what I mean?
It's fresh, dude. Fresh.
But anyways, let's pull this thing outside and probably give it a quick, exterior clean?
Dude, needs it. Yes, sir.
guys, so that is gonna be a wrap for today's video. We got the outside cleaned up and it looks absolutely just crispy right there. Super happy with how this thing just turned out. But most importantly, I'm super happy that we don't have to spend over $10,000 to get this sucker fixed. It was just like a $200 part, which is just insane. But you know what? It did take a lot of research. Huge shout out to you guys once again on Instagram and on YouTube. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do it. And also huge shout out to the Atlanta dealership at Buckhead. Huge shout out to Alex. He really came through on a bunch of stuff. But in the next video, I think is going to be the last video, we're going to get the rest of the parts, like the inner fenders, a bunch of little things, and then we'll probably do a price reveal as well and rip this sucker around and just do a full just driving test, I guess, with this thing. Just see what these things are made of. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Drop all your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.